Misconception 20. Your appearance doesn't matter. One time I interviewed a guy who came to my office from Comic-Con. That's a famous and huge comic book related conference. He had bright blue hair and this big, equally blue beard. And I'm not talking blue like the sky or a peaceful pond. This was the brightest, most neon blue hair I'd ever seen. I mean, he had a shirt with a funny meme on it. And about 10 minutes into the interview, I had to tell him, "Look, I am doing everything I can to stop myself from laughing. I can't get myself to talk to you without smiling or laughing." And he said, "No, I totally get it. I probably shouldn't have shown up this way with the blue beard and the hair, and I probably could have worn a different shirt." Yeah, you could have. I'm a pretty easygoing guy. I'll fight for my team to live as freely as possible, but even I have my limits in the workplace. The guy looked like a walking punchline. I mean, how on earth was I expected to take him seriously with extremely blue hair everywhere on his face? Even his eyebrows were dyed. Was I being unprofessional by laughing? I don't know. But I couldn't get a grip on the situation, and we ended the conversation earlier than either of us expected, probably because of the blue. Research shows that body language accounts for between 60 to 80% of the impact made around a negotiating table, and that people form 60 to 80% of their initial opinion about a person in less than 4 minutes. What impression do you think you'll make if you show up for a job interview with brightly dyed hair, probably unprofessional clothing, and a casual attitude? I get that some companies are totally cool with that kind of thing. That's fine. But outside of some pretty liberal geographies, you're likely going to get some looks and possibly some laughs if you show up dressed like you, well, just came from Comic-Con. Appearance does matter, and unless you have confirmation that you're interviewing with a fellow cosplayer, you might want to err on the side of professionalism.
This is a minefield, because appearance absolutely does matter. A guy can show up in a polo and dark jeans for an interview, but that would be far too casual for most women, both interviewers and interviewees. But you don't want to look too sexy or too dowdy. If you wear heels, will you be taller than the man interviewing you? And will he care? What's the right balance of makeup, especially over Zoom? There's even a debate about whether you should wear your engagement ring on a job interview. The minefield is even more difficult to navigate if you're a person of color. Do people consider your natural hair unprofessional? Will they be immediately biased if your name reflects non-white culture? And will they even attempt to pronounce it correctly? Or will they just designate an Anglo-approved nickname for you? Will you look too ethnic? Ugh. It's easy for Anthony to say, appearance matters, don't show up with a blue beard, because most women will agonize over outfits for days and crowdsource opinions from trusted friends. Of course you're not going to show up with a blue beard. You're wondering if bare shoulders are too much skin for a Zoom interview. Of course, women and people of color do get hired for jobs, but there are so many more things for them to consider that this narrative is just not as straightforward as it is for Anthony and Bluebeard.
This video is part of an online course called Get Hired During COVID. To find out what to do about the misconception we just discussed, purchase the full course at edifycontent.com. And if you're unemployed, take advantage of our pay what you can model on our website, or send us an email at hello@edifycontent.com.